Chokehold, Policing Black Men by Paul Butler, performed by J.D. Jackson. In memory of my father, Paul Butler. Introduction. Broke on purpose. Here are some of the things that police did to African American people during the time of the country's first African American president. In Ferguson, Missouri, arrested a man named Michael for filing a false report because he told them his name was Mike. Locked up a woman in Ferguson for occupancy permit violation when she called 911 to report she was being beat up by her boyfriend, and the police learned the man was not legally entitled to live in the house. Killed a 7-year-old girl in Detroit while looking for drugs at her father's house. Shot Walter Scott in the back in North Charleston after stopping him for a traffic infraction. Severed Freddie Gray's spinal cord in Baltimore. Unloaded 16 bullets into 17-year-old Laquan McDonald while he lay cowering on a Chicago street. Pushed a teenage girl in a bikini to the ground in McKinney, Texas. Shot 12-year-old Tamir Rice in Cleveland within 2 seconds of seeing him in a public park. Pumped bullets into Philando Castile in Minnesota while his girlfriend live-streamed it on Facebook, with her 4-year-old daughter in the back seat. If the police did these things to African Americans during Barack Obama's presidency, what should we expect in the era of Donald Trump? During the 2015 protests in Baltimore following the death of Freddie Gray, Trump tweeted, "Our great African American president hasn't exactly had a positive impact on the thugs who are so happily and openly destroying Baltimore." Trump has called police officers the most mistreated people in this country and suggested that activists who protest police violence should be investigated by the Justice Department. Cops did not treat African Americans better when Obama was in office, and they will not treat them worse during the era of Trump. The ascendancy of Donald Trump might embolden a racist cop, but racist cops are not the main problem. Most police officers are decent, working-class men and women with no more racial hang-ups than teachers, doctors, or anyone else. As we will see, the crisis in law and order in the United States stems from police work itself, rather than from individual cops. There has never, not for 1 minute in American history, been peace between black people and the police. And nothing since slavery. Not Jim Crow segregation, not forced convict labor, not lynching, not restrictive covenants in housing, not being shut out of New Deal programs like Social Security and the GI Bill, not massive resistance to school desegregation, not the ceaseless efforts to prevent African Americans from voting. Nothing has sparked the level of outrage among African Americans as when they have felt under violent attack by the police. Most of the times that African Americans have set aside traditional civil rights strategies, like bringing court cases and marching peacefully, and instead have rioted in the streets, destroyed property, and attacked symbols of the state, have been because of something the police have done. Watts in 1965, Newark in 1967, Miami in 1980, Los Angeles in 1992, Ferguson in 2015, Baltimore in 2016, Charlotte in 2016. Each of these cities went up in flames, sparked by the police killing a black man. The problem is the criminal process itself. Cops routinely hurt and humiliate black people because that is what they are paid to do. Virtually every objective investigation of a U.S. law enforcement agency finds that the police, as policy, treat African Americans with contempt. In New York, Baltimore, Ferguson, Chicago, Los Angeles, Cleveland, San Francisco, and many other cities, the U.S. Justice Department and federal courts have stated that the official practices of police departments include violating the rights of African Americans. The police kill, wound, pepper spray, beat up, detain, frisk, handcuff, and use dogs against